Welcome back to the Car Edition YouTube channel. First things first, yellow car, no returns. Add it to the tally. We've got this big yellow van in today from our friends, 22 plate, and it's on 67,000 miles. It's come in because it's got a really hard brake pedal, and we're pretty sure it's going to be the wet belt that's blocking that up. So let's take a look. Okay, so first things first, we just want to get to the vacuum pump down here. It's tucked right down there, you can't really see it too well, but we'll show you once it's out. There you have it. Bits of wet belt in the vacuum pump, just there in that corner. Big bit. This is what causes the hard brake pedal. It's just such a terrible idea, isn't it? I mean, it used to be, if you had a timing belt issue, you had a timing belt issue. Now, if you've got a timing belt issue, you got a brakes issue, you got a turbo issue, you got all kinds of issues. Just gonna drain all the antifreeze out now. Save a bit of mess on the floor. It's very thick, isn't it? Wow. I can't even see any of the metal mesh strainer. It's just purely belt. You can't see anything. Nasty. Wonder how much oil is going to come back out of this oil pump. Look at that. That's supposed to be completely free flowing. Nothing. You can't even see the torch. That is how bad it is. I kind of want to cut it open. Let's cut it open. We've not cut one open before, but this is really bad. You see better in there now. Look at that. Ford Transit Caviar. You just put it on the little bit and you... There's so much of it. This is literally like got to be on its last legs before it dies. I think this is probably the worst one I've seen that hasn't blown up. That's quite ironic, really. We were speaking to the guy, and they do obviously a lot of breakdowns for wet belt issues, because a lot of the time the oil pressure light comes on, people pull over, switch the car off and call the What happens if you were being recovered by the and then this happens? The oil pressure light comes on, clean some of this oil off. Just take the oil filter off. The next step is to drop it down, support the engine from underneath, get the timing cover off, take a look at the belt. A little tray in case there's any antifreeze left in it that didn't come out. Bish, bash, bosh, Bob's your uncle. Put that there. I'll just get this engine mount off. One of them. Ta-da! See this little line here? Sometimes your nail gets caught in it, and then it means it'll leak from the crank seal. This is fine, it's literally just a polish mark. It hasn't dug away at it. Do you know what would help? Took all the bolts out. I just see that out of the corner of my eye. Idiot. That hit the floor as well, so we're good. On cover. Let's turn it over 250,000 times and find the timer marks. Oil pump belt out. Pretty bad. Let's get that main timing belt off. It's all so dirty in here. I forget how long I'm going to be if I'm going to get a seat. There's no way. Maybe I'm not going to be here for long. Just fucking lined up. Go on the boy. It's the simple things, but that make me happy. We're bang on the crank. Give that a little paint mark. Pull the belt off. Really bad. Look at that. You can't even see much because the ore's just so thick and black. Look, you can see where it shaved the top of that tooth away just there. Slowly wearing them down. This like brown bit is how the belt's meant to look, and as you can see, it's eaten all of that away. We're just left with the actual rubber bit of the belt. We've got to take the tension off, clean everything up, and put it all back together. So we've got all genuine parts here, ready to go back on: water pump, timing cover, belt or pump belt or filter, and of course the strainer that we tied. Bit of rubber safe grease just to go around the O-ring, putting the water pump back in. Pull our cam pins out. Get comfortable, let's have fun. Coming up on it now. Lovely, and the crank lines up. Give the outer surface final wipe with some brake cleaner. Just get that siliconed up. Eight mils are 10 newton meters, and then that 13 and the 10 are 18 newton meters. New crank bolt. We're done on the belt, we just now need to do the strainer and the sump. Just try and dry some of it up so it doesn't drip all on my face. Let's get the sump siliconed up. Put a little bit of oil around the O-ring on the oil filter. So we're just going to take the vacuum pump apart for you now. There is a completely broken up vacuum pump. So this just happens from oil starvation. This is meant to be like one long plastic bit. Basically it sits in here. This turns around. This goes like slides up and down in there, and it creates a vacuum. As you can see, that's f***ed. The wet belt just blocks everything up. See there, that's blocked up as well. I've not seen one this badly break up before. I've seen them with like little bits of the belt in here. This is, yeah, really bad. We've got a new genuine one from Ford here. Ready to go on. This goes down the side here, 3 bolts. So that's that all wrapped up now. We just got intake pipe or cap, airbox, headlight. Headlight back in. Plug it in. Let the silicone set. Put the oil in it in the morning. So we just finished this job now, just clocking out. Time to go on to the next one. Ingenium timing chain. If you want to see more videos on them, let us know. We'll get one of them. we're on the next morning, just filling it up with oil, then we'll fill it up with coolant, we'll run it up, make sure it's all right inside, we'll take it for a road test and recheck it for leaks. Bang on the maximum. So now we can start it up, run it through the oil filter, turn it off and recheck it. Let's put some antifreeze in it. We've got it started up. We've got the fan on hot, about setting 3, make sure that once we've got heating coming through, we know that the cooling system's bled up all right. We just put it on the ram so that we can check for leaks underneath. If that's all good, then we're going to take it for a test drive, recheck it, and then give it back to the and they can go and recover some more people. We're all good underneath. Now it's just time for a road test. Let's see if anybody needs rescuing while I've got the lights on, eh?